So I completely appreciate the difficulties in going in to a culture that's a formal culture. I understand that. But I mean, let's face it, even here, it seems to be just as rigid, and people are so rigid with their familiar beliefs, you know?
Right.
And so somebody can come up and whack you on the back and go, hey, partner, or whatever they're doing. But it's just as formal because it's just as structured within that understanding of the beliefs, you know, like say the Texas part of the belief system, you know. So
what I find here is there's a lot of parts, like every culture has these things that hold you back. But what I find here is that how can I say this? You always well, for myself, I always try to take the best part out of certain cultures and belief systems and add them to my own. But what I see a lot of people do, even from the Western point of view, I see them do this too, where they just trade it all in and then take all the Western stuff. So that's the good, the bad, you know, everything about it.
It's like a parody, though, because it's like an exaggerated point of view of the Western stuff, you know?
Yeah, and
It's
that's
like,
not
you know,
everybody, because there's some really awakened people here.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Ramon, nothing cracks me up more than the Japanese cowboys.
Really?
Oh, but my God, Kobe beef is like, you know, and of course those guys are just still massaging the cow, right? But, you know, the best beef I've ever had was in Okinawa, Japan. So.
I didn't hear. Did you hear it, Tom?
You cut out there for a second.
Yeah, can you repeat that again?
Oh, what I just said?
Yeah. The best
I said that the best I ever had was in Okinawa, and it was from Japan. You know, it was Japanese Kobe beef.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there we go. The reason why that beef is so good is because those cows are happy. They get treated better than some humans. They have a beer every night. They get a massage, warm bath.
Yeah.
I mean,
which is great.
Yeah, and that's why the beef is so good.
Yeah.
Yes, and the truth is, if you know, I've read a lot about this. Not like I'm an expert or anything, but I have an opinion. And the opinion is twofold. One is it's less important what we put in our mouth than what comes out of our mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But since we do have to eat, I am not a vegetarian, and yet I think that with our livestock, our food animals, the food we put in our mouth, I so wish that we could be more honoring. Because I feel like it would make all the difference in the world in our own sense of well-being. You know, that these animals, these vegetables, are so generous with their life force, you know, to keep us sustained. And I wish we could be more honoring.
I feel, at least because I grow little plants here, I feel when you do that with them and just the thank yous, I feel like they grow so much livelier. Like you can see it in the green of their color. Not all of them, not all of my plants are like that. One of them, I don't know, looks like it's suffering from depression. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong.
Well, overwater, underwater, lack of food, too much food.
Too much sun, not enough sun. Yeah, I'm trying to find the balance. But we're coming up at the top of the hour, right, Tom?
Yeah, we've got about 7 minutes left here.
So, Gini, is there any information of how people can contact you, get the book, best way, autographs, stuff like that?
Well, the book is the easiest way for folks to get the book is to order it from Amazon or Barnes and Noble or, any of the bookstore chains. I have actually gone ahead and ordered a few cases myself, so I would probably be selling them, the autograph books. But if you go to my website, the easiest thing to do is to go to my website, and there you can see, what I'm up to, because I have a retreat center here in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and, work with folks that want to come out and do some retreats. You can order the book, Dreaming Down Heaven, from my website. And the easiest way to remember the name of the website is just to put in Dreaming Down Heaven. No spaces, just DREAMING down, DOWN, heaven, HEAVEN.com. And, I still lead journeys to sacred places. I'm taking a group to Teotihuacan in March from the 11th to the 16th of March, and we still have some spots available on that journey. Teotihuacan is like the ancient spiritual home or the heart of the Toltec wisdom, which is the tradition that I finally just decided to adopt, or it adopted me, it's hard to say. Mm-hmm. And I still take folks there. I've been there probably 70 times, and we still go there because every time it's like playing in the planet's version of the magical theater. The magical theater in the book is in the dream time, but in real life, Teotihuacan has been the magical theater for me. So we're going to go play there. Bring it to life.
I will make it there one of these days. I'm an energy fiend. I just love places that hold that kind of energy. It's
stunning. It's not like a little bit stunning. It's outrageously stunning, honey.
Wasn't Teotihuacan I saw on what's his name? The famous Mexican ufologist that does a big TV show.
Musang.
Jaime Musang. He showed like a video clip of a light beam hitting the pyramid. Was it Teotihuacan?
Could be. I don't know, honey. There's been so many mystical things that happen there. I mean, it's just sort of crazy. It's like it's alive. The truth is, of course, the whole planet is alive. But there are some places where the veil is thinner, where the mystical is undeniable, no matter, whether you're willing to accept it or not, it's undeniable. And Teotihuacan is like that. So I wouldn't be surprised. And I'll just say, period. I've seen things happen there with my people, with myself, you don't even have to be interested in the paranormal to have it, the pyramids just start breathing, and then you're going, okay, I'm in, let's go, Yeah. So.
What I noticed with the paranormal, quote unquote, paranormal, is that for myself, I don't feel like most people really get into the paranormal. It's more like the paranormal get into them, like, hey, I'm here, deal with me, kind of thing. And that's, at least for myself, that's how I found myself really getting into a lot of the mystical and esoteric part of it.
Well, it's a great calling card because it really breaks down any idea that we think we have all the answers. Nothing like a nice little paranormal experience to break your point of view.
Exactly.
It's great.
Exactly.
What you don't want to do is have it be the end all. It's not the final thing. It is the great calling card of the mystic, but it isn't the mystic, if that makes sense. Did that make sense, or do I need to say something more about that?
It's the wake up call. Is kind of what I see it.
Yes.
It definitely.
You can't worship phenomena. Some people get into worshiping the psychic phenomena or the paranormal or whatever, and you don't want to worship it. Be so grateful. Be so delighted that it's opening the door, you know?
It's funny when you do worship it, you push it away. That's a funny thing about it.
Well, I suppose that's true, huh?
Yeah, when
But I've seen it go all sorts of ways. So I can't wait to hear. You've got to tell me how the book ends if you like. You know, if you're. I'm so tickled you're reading it, and I can't wait to hear your book report.
I will give you one. I will send you an email on my official book report.
Okay, great. Maybe you can even go on Amazon and tell the world if you feel like it.
Oh, I would have.
There's a lot of
that
reviews.
too. Absolutely.
That's great.
Well, we're about ready to wrap up here. So, Gini, I want to thank you so much for your enlightening conversation. And I hope to maybe one day have you back on. And next book you write, we'll definitely get you in here for sure. Have you got anything? Have you got anything in the any irons in the fire as far as another book?
You know, honey, about the last thing I want to do right this minute is write another book. Honestly, I absolutely am dedicated to getting this book out into the world. I every day on Facebook, I'm always put an inspirational message on Facebook every day, and a lovely little community of people who sometimes ask questions, and sometimes we play hard and laugh a lot. And you know, I invite all of your listeners that would be interested to come play with us on Facebook, and then, you know, let's get this book out. People go, well, what happens? Because they want to know what happens to a couple of the characters. I've had men ask me what happens to the characters, and you know, and perhaps someday we will go there. But right now we have to make sure that this darling's birth process is supported as best I can. I hope that you all will come dream down heaven.
Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. If you go to our website, or we'll have a link there here on BBS also to Gini's website, and to link the Amazon page for her book also. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week. Got anything, Ramon?
Your quote.
Oh, yeah.
Quote.
Condemnation without investigation is the height of ignorance. Good night, everybody.
Good night.